Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for stopping back into 2-Minute Board Gaming. My name is David, and today we're doing an unboxing. This is a new hero pack, the Blood Priestess, for the Shadows of Brimstone adventure set, Valley of the Serpent Kings. This is a character that I was really excited to pick up. I've had it for a while now. I'm just getting to open it now, so you get to enjoy it, and we get to see together what we're going to get in this fantastic little box here. This is going to bring the total available starting characters that you can have, at least if you buy the hero packs for that set, to 7, I believe. You'll have the Jaguar Warrior, the Cursed Eternal, and now the Blood Priestess. And if I'm wrong about that, someone please correct me. But and that's not to say that you can't use this character in any of the other sets for the Shadows of Brimstone universe, because you certainly can. So, with that being said, without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so I am waiting. I have been waiting quite some time now. You know, as life does, you get busy, and for those of you that work full time, those are our jobs, and that's the priority, and that pays the bills. This, for me, is a hobby and a side gig. Not trying to make a life doing it, but I do enjoy making this content. So, there we go. We got the cellophane off, and let me tell you what, as usual, Flying Frog, the producers, the developers, the creators of Shadows of Brimstone, have knocked it out of the park with this particular art piece. I really like it. And then there's the back, or sorry, the side. Let's go ahead and flip over to the back. So, what are we getting with this? So we're going to get, obviously, not obviously, but so that you know, we get 2 versions of the same character. So we'll have 2 genders, male, female. But what's the little ditty here? So, for hundreds of years, the high priests of the Aztec Empire Empire prayed to the heavens using blood rituals and sacrifice to appease the gods. But once the Black Rock was unearthed, portals began to open, releasing vicious demons and creatures to overrun their world. They also discovered that the power of the Darkstone could be harnessed, strengthening their blood magic and focusing it into a deadly weapon to defend their civilization. And that sounds awesome. So, what's this little thing right? Oh, well, it says requires Shadows of Brimstone core set. Well, obviously. Okay. So the Blood Priestess is a deadly spellcaster. So that's our spellcaster class that uses the magic of blood and sacrifice to bring the tribal blood magic spells to life. Though lightly armored, she is protected to the power of the Aztec gods through the power of the Aztec gods. Her sacred necklace, by spilling the blood of her enemies, she channels the spirits of dead and vengeance to sweep away all that would threaten her world. Jeez Louise. Speak English. Okay, so, and then what do you get with this? So, let's see if we can get a little zoomy zoom. We're going to get our Blood Priestess plastic miniature, our Blood Priestess plastic miniature, a priest, I'm sorry, our 2 30mm plastic bases, our 1 large hero sheet, which will be double-sided, 19 game cards, 1 hero upgrade chart, and 1 die-cut counter sheet. So, there you go. Let's open her up. And here we go. So we have our character, our sprue here, character sprue. And we have a couple more things. Make sure we get it all out. There we go. All right, it's empty. What shall we look at first? Do we look at our... Yeah, let's just break it out. We'll look at the character card first. Okay, so with the Aztec Blood Priestess, we are going to get... let's see our stats. What are our abilities here? So we're going to get an agility of 2, cunning 3, 4 spirit. That's good, as I would think. Strength of 1, so not too strong. That's okay. Lore of 4, and I'm looking for that as well. We have an initiative 4. And then, I'm sorry, I skipped the luck of 1. So, and then for abilities, the Blood Priestess will start with a magic of 3. And then these are we'll go through this. So blood magic starts with 1 random blood magic spell. Draw 2, choose 1. And then you may not use armor, guns, or tech items. So, very limited there. Okay. And then devotion. You may take 2 wounds that may be prevented in any way to add 1 casting die to a spell you're casting. This may be done a number of times up to that spell's power level. Nice. That makes sense with being a blood priestess or priest. And then starting items, we have ritual dagger, we have our blood skull, and then sacred medicine. I'm sorry, sacred necklace, not medicine. All right. And these are ranged, so we have a 4+ for range, excuse me, a 4+ for melee. We have 2 combat dice, a max grit of 2, 12 health, 5+ defense, 12 sanity, and 3+ willpower. So willpower is the stronger of the 2. And then, oh yeah, the keywords. So we have Aztec, tribal, magic, and strange. And a lot of these keywords will correlate with various items, gear, and encounters and things that you come across. So, and then on the opposite side, we have the Blood Priest. So, and I love, again, the artwork for both of these characters is just fantastic. So, yeah, doesn't that look good? All right, so that's our character card. Put that back here. We'll look at our tokens real quick. It doesn't look like there's anything too special here. So these are going to be your magic tokens. You'll start with 3 of these, as it has here. And then these are your tokens that represent your character, so that if there are sort of attacks that you'll be hit with from an enemy, you can add these to a stack or mix it up so that you draw it randomly, or like a lot of people do, just roll a die. So, and then we have our herbs. All right. Okay. And then let's go ahead and look through the valley. Yeah, let's look through the sort of sheet here that dictates what our character's all about. So new here, the Blood Priestess is a deadly spellcaster who uses magic of the blood and sacrifices to bring her tribal blood magic spells to life. Though lightly armored, she is protected by the powers of the Aztec gods through her sacred necklace, giving her a cover 4+ save before even rolling defense. That's interesting. By spilling the blood of her enemies, she channels the spirits of death and vengeance to sweep away all that would threaten her world. We already read that part. All right, so, and then Aztec personal items. The Blood Priestess is an Aztec hero and comes with a set of Aztec personal items that can be drawn from when creating a new character. If you have any other Aztec personal items cards, like the Jaguar Warrior Hero class, these can be mixed together in a single deck. I like that. And then we talks about blood magic here. So the Aztec Blood Priestess wields powerful blood magic, protect their allies, bring ruin to their enemies, and call down the wrath of the gods on their foes. So then we have magic tokens, which we already showed you right over here. So the magic tokens are resources used by Blood Priestess to cast her blood magic spells. The Priestess starts each adventure with magic tokens equal to her magic value. All magic tokens spent are recovered at the start of each turn. And then on the back side here, talks about sort of how spells will work. So spells, the Blood Priestess has access to the blood magic deck of spells. These spells harness the power of the blood and death, calling on ancient Aztec gods to embolden their allies and smite your foes. Each spell card has a casting value. So here's the casting value would be in this corner right here. It has a power level right there. It has, where else? We have our keywords associated with the spell. We have our level, which I already said that, with spell effects. So obviously the text here, the range, how far you can cast it, and then how much experience you'll get for casting it or successfully casting it. So, yeah. So to cast a blood magic spell, choose how many magic items you want to use and roll that many dice for the casting roll, discarding the used magic tokens. Each blood magic spell can only be cast once per turn. And then talks about power level and casting value. So each spell has a power level ranging from 1 to 4. After rolling the casting dice, you may choose and assign a number of those dice up to the power level of the spell. Unassigned dice are wasted. If the total or all of the assigned dice are equal or to or greater than the casting value of the spell, it is successfully cast and the spell effects are resolved. If not, the spell has failed and has no effect. Some spells have an X as the casting value, which we see right here. These spells allow the Blood Priestess to gain a benefit for each casting die assigned to that spell that rolled a particular value or higher, as listed in the spell effects, for each die that rolls a 5+, right? So, you know, and it shows little pips here, right? So And then, Growing Dread Surge. When casting a spell, if 2 or more of the unassigned casting dice roll doubles, so like 1, 1, 4, 4, the use of blood magic has released some of the evil into the mortal world. Immediately draw a Growing Dread card and add it to the stack, and that is not great. So there's going to be some downsides to running with this character, but I think it's going to be fun regardless, right? So, and then we have Devotion and Ritual Dagger. As detailed on the Blood Priestess character sheet, you may take wounds to enhance your ability to cast blood magic spells. This may even be done after making the initial casting roll. That's awesome. And then the Ritual Dagger starting item also accumulates wound markers on it for killing enemies that can be spent from the dagger as though they were extra magic tokens. Ooh. Wow, okay, that's pretty sick. And then we have the Blood Skull. The Blood Skull is a sinister relic that channels the power of the gods into the deadly gaze of Totic. This is a spell that can be cast once per turn for 2 magic tokens as a free attack without needing to make a casting roll. In addition, once per adventure, the Blood Priestess may drink from the Sacred Skull to heal. Oh my god, alright. That's okay. And then gaining new spells. Whenever the Blood Priestess gains a new blood magic spell card, she may draw 2 cards from the spell deck and then choose one to keep, returning the others to the deck. And then finally we have Healing Herbs. The side bag token may be used, discarded to heal 2d6 wounds. Wow. Sweet. Alright. So that is sort of our cut sheet, or rules cut sheet. So we've gone over that. And then we'll just quickly look over. This is the upgrade sheet or upgrade chart. This is a chart that will correlate with when you level up. So currently, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can get up to a max of level 8, right, for all characters. And then here's our different paths that we can choose. So we have Ritual Magic, we have Sacrifice, Death Mastery, and Lore of the Gods. I'm just going to sort of look through this a little bit. Oh my gosh, there's some pretty... So we have... So this, if you go down this row, you get a new blood magic spell. So Sacrifice, starting each adventure with D3 wounds marked on your Ritual Dagger. So that would give you those blood magic, or you could use them as blood magic tokens, and then +2 health. Death's Embrace. Once per turn, reroll any number of your melee to hit rolls just rolled. You're immune to the fear... Oh man, fear ability of enemies. That's pretty good. And then Burning Gaze. When using the Totic's Gaze spell of the Blood Skull, add +1 to the D8 roll, and then +1 magic to your magic pool. That's cool. So again, I just read the top ones. You can probably see the others, which you can look at those, but you'll be able to choose what path you can take, and then of course you can take multiple paths. So you don't have to. You could go all the way down one, or you could just mix and match. So, and then on the front side, this is sort of gives you talking about how you play a blood priestess or priest, and then this is what you also roll when you level up. You'll roll on this chart right here, and you'll get one of these abilities. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, so well, let's go ahead and let's open up our cards, because I think that will be important to what you want to see. All right, sorry about that. I bumped the camera. Okay, so these are going to be the first ones here, are going to be the blood magic cards. We'll come back to those. I want to kind of take a look. Let's look at the personal items real quick. So first one, Medicine Satchel. May hold up to 4 bandages and or healing herbs. Side bag tokens. Start each adventure with a free healing herb. Nice, okay. And then you have Stone Charm, +1 lore. Once per fight, reroll any number of the 2-hit defense or cover rolls you just rolled. Ooh, wow. That's good. That's really good. Lucky Sandals, +1 luck. Whenever you roll a 1 or 2 for move, heal that many wounds. That is also really good, especially for the Blood Priestess. And then Destiny Amulet, +2 health. Once per fight, force up to 2 enemy to hit rolls just rolled to be re-rolled, subtracting -1 from the rolls. Rolls of 6+ before the negative modifier may still trigger abilities. All right, that's a good one too. Wow, there's some really good ones here. So, and as he was saying, so when you're sort of building your character for the first time, you're going to draw a personal item, and so like these that come with this character can also be mixed in with the ones that came with the Jaguar Warrior, as they both share the same Aztec personal items. Personal items. There you go. All right, so that's that. Let's look at the starting gear, and there's our ritual dagger. So your combat hits are +1 damage and ignore armor. Oh, wow. Whenever you kill an enemy with a combat hit, place a wound marker here. These wound markers may be discarded to use them as extra magic tokens. Oof. Wow. And then we have our blood skull. So this is that sort of free attack. So once per turn, use 2 magic to choose a model within range 4 and line of sight. No casting rolls needed, and roll a d8. For each point the roll is higher than the target's initiative, it takes 1 wound, ignoring defense. Once per adventure, drink from the skull to heal 2d6 health, sanity, or any mix. I'm really digging this Blood Priestess, right? Let me tell you. And then we have our sacred necklace. You always count as having a cover of 4+. So each hit you would take is prevented on a d6 roll of 4+. That is pretty fantastic. So, yeesh. All right. Okay. Now I was also waiting to get to this. So these will also be sort of the Blood Priestess sort of subclass, right? So you have 3 choices here, and let's take a look at these. So we have High Priest, so +1 max grit. Once per fight, move the darkness marker 1 space forward on the depth track to give all Aztec heroes +2 combat until the end of the turn. Okay, and then extra starting, let's see, you may start with 1 extra blood magic spell, draw 2, choose 1. Okay, so with this, the High Priest, you're going to actually start with 2 spells. Okay. And then we have Master of Sacrifice, +2 health. Once per turn, you may take up to 2 wounds. This may not be prevented in any way to add that much damage to one of your combat hits. Once per turn, you may use your devotion ability for only 1 wound per die added to a casting roll. Nice. Oh, but you're going to lose the blood skull starting item. Well, I guess you have to take... You either take it or you leave it, right? So, and then we have Skull Collector. So Skull Collector is +1 move. You may move through other models automatically and pass escape tests. Whenever you kill an enemy, heal 2 wounds or sanity, any mix, and recover a grit on a d6 roll 4+. There you go. Which ones do I like? I don't know, man. I kind of like the High Priest. I think the Master of Sacrifice is really good too, though. Yeah. So that would be sort of like your, and that's the one thing you have to make a choice out of the 3, but it gives you variety where you play, let's just say the Skull Collector, this character, and then maybe later on you choose one of the other 2. So, all right. And then we have the Blood Priestess casting. Okay, so this is sort of how you cast spells. So this is your little cheat sheet, right? So, yep, talking about your magic tokens. And then casting blood magic. Yep. So this is your cheat sheet for your character. So you'll know how to cast your spells. And then here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Blood Priestess blood magic spells. And let's take a look at these. So the first is we're just gonna call that Wrath. I will butcher that, but I will try to pronounce it at some point. So, in order to cast this, you're going to have to get a 13+. So cast the spell as a ranged attack. Enemies within 2 spaces take 1 hit that does d8 damage. All the following bonuses also apply to this attack based on your hero level. Nice. So a hero level 3+ within 3 spaces instead. Hero level 5+ +2 damage, and then hero level 7 +2 extra hits. Okay, that looks pretty good. Soul Siphon, cast a spell as a ranged attack, range 4. Choose 1 target in range and roll a number dice equal to the current position of the darkness on the depth track. For each roll that is equal to or greater than the target's defense, it takes 1 wound, ignoring defense and armor. Every 2 wounds done this way, you may heal 1 wound. Wow, that's pretty tough. We also have, let's see, Beating Heart. Okay, every hero on your map tile may roll 2 dice. then 2 dice again, then 2 dice again. If a hero rolls at least one set of doubles, they may heal either wounds or sanity damage up to the highest double number that they rolled. Gain XP for this healing as normal. Example, rolling a double 3 would let the hero heal up to 3 wounds or 3 sanity. That's okay. All right, I like that. Jeez, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was out of focus there. Okay, that's pretty cool. We have Blood Puppet. All right, cast the spell as a ranged attack, range 6. Choose one large size or smaller enemy model within range as the target before casting. For each casting die assigned to the spell that is higher than the target's defense, you may cause a free hit to a model adjacent to the target with damage equal to the target's base damage value. Wow. Okay, that is cool too. All right, blessing of that of. Yep, exactly. So. Philly? I don't know. I'm not. Anyway, someone help me out with that one. All right, so cast only during the fight. Choose a hero until the end of the turn. That hero has a +1 initiative and +1 damage on their attacks. Limit once per hero per fight. Okay. And then again, just so you see these, if it's successful, that's how much XP you will get for being able to cast that. Right. And then we have the Serpent's Fire. Cast a spell as a range attack, range of 8. It has 3 shots, so it's almost like one of your firearms, right? So roll to hit as normal. These hits use the the P die for damage, which I think is that the that's what is the P die? Is that that's usually used for enemies? I think. So and I think it has a sort of base of, is it 3? I could be getting that completely wrong. So yeah. Or is that that's not a D8, but it's the P die. All right, anyway, moving ahead. So, Todic's Glory, cast a spell when a hero rolls a natural 6+ on a damage roll. Every hero may heal 2 wounds or sanity. Any mix, gain XP for this as normal. Every Aztec hero may also recover a grit on a D6 roll 4+. Okay. And finally, we have the Blessed Rebirth. Cast the spell at the start of a turn, immediately trigger, the depth event. The depth event 6. This spell may only be successfully cast once per adventure or twice per adventure if hero level 5 or higher. So you need a 16+. Immediately trigger the depth event 6. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to look that up. I don't know if it's saying depth event 6 out of cards or like the 6th depth event. Yeah, someone help me out with that one too. All right. Anyway, regardless, these are your blood magic spells. So yeah, pretty cool. We gotta learn how to pronounce some of those. All right, finally to the very end here, we're gonna bust open our sprue and try not to throw it across the room like I did, I think the last time I did one of these. So yep, you get your bases. So those are here. And then I think we're going to try and get a good shot of this. We're utilizing a different camera, which I think is going to give us a better view, hopefully. Look at, yeah, it's getting much better. Crispier. This is the backside, obviously. We're not seeing, yeah, so then we'll flip it over. And these are your sprues, which have just gotten better and better every time. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. The detail is there. It is solid. There's our Blood Priestess body. There's our Blood Priest body. And then, let's flip this back over. Let's flip this back over again. Where it looks like, okay, are we losing our minds? Where's the face? Oh, okay, I see the face. Well, here's our skulls. And then there's our priestess. There's our priestess head. And where's our priest's head? Oh, his head's over here, right? Okay, yeah, there's his head. Okay. So, with that being said, that is the unboxing of everything that you get with the Blood Priestess. Now, I'm going to do you another solid, myself a solid, and through the magic of editing, I will come back. And this sprue right here will be falling and not put together. No, this sprue right here will not be a sprue anymore, but will be 2 miniatures. So, huzzah! And boom! We're back. We got 2 miniatures. See how crazy that was? See how quickly that went? And you too can put your miniatures together that quickly, as well as I did. No. No, it didn't take that long at all. So, here we go. We'll do this is the male version, the Blood Priest. Really good details that are popping out there. The headdress looks awesome. I love the sort of the skull. I don't know what he's got on top of his head, but it's sort of like a gargoyle-esque mask. I don't know. There's a skull. Sorry. Focus. But the sash here, well, it's really cool. It's got this great detail here with the skull there, and then sort of like the symbols, like sort of Aztecian symbols. Yeah, I really like this. I like this miniature, and then of course the Blood Priestess, the iconic Blood Priestess here. Love the artwork for her. And I hope I can paint her as well as the artwork captures, because I think she is just great looking. There's a cool thing you can do. I didn't notice this until afterwards, but see where there's the skull? There you have this other extra piece where it would you know, fit right into the same slot, and it sort of produces this this flame here. So you have 2 choices: skull or flaming orb, you know. So yeah, she is also incredibly detailed, looks great, went together so easy, very simple, you know, not much cleaning up to do. And yeah, there you got we have our Blood Priestess and we have our Blood Priest. And yeah, if you want, go ahead and get it, because I think this is a great addition to the Valley of the Serpent Kings, you know, adventure path. So have choices, 7 characters, you know, as we talked about the others then. And that's it. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sticking with us through this unboxing and checking out the Shadows of Brimstone Hero Pack Blood Priestess here. I certainly appreciate you, you know, leaving any feedback and comments. Yeah, so like, and you know, if you want to, if you're so inclined, please like and subscribe. If this is sort of content that you don't mind watching through. Yeah, that's it. My name is David. This is Two-Handed Board Gaming, and this has been a unboxing of the Shadows of Brimstone Hero Pack Blood Priestess. Well, I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you soon.